I hope I get this shit for real, son. Like, I even bought the detox joint. Like, come on. Piss mad time. Brahim even took it before. Brahim said that shit worked before. Everybody said it works, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to think. Like, why the fuck my shit wouldn't work? Like, I got bad luck. Like, damn. It's supposed to be a game changer right here. I'm out the broadcast, but I ain't gonna put it up yet. So now that's a game killer said last time. Yeah, my squad really at 90. You can do that, yo? I'm about to say. Nah, Mary did that shit at home. That last home he did it. He happy as hell. Yeah, you can't do that, man. Chill, man. Yeah, but you gotta put it in the league, bro. No, my joint was the way I ain't broadcast. You're like, oh yeah, everybody broadcasting this shit. I was like, yeah, I said I'm following the rules today. Fuck that. But it ain't even nothing to my game. I be rocking them niggas. But like the Cardinals always a team that get at me. So they got me the other like last year, I think. Like yeah, the Cardinals, bro. Them niggas, they nice, bro. Yo, it's like this shit crazy. Niggas trying to take Lassie. I'm about to do all man blitzes. My team at 90 overall, yo, like a solid one. We gotta rock the black this game. Fuck that. Hey, that nigga crazy. He can't shit on the beat, nice as hell. He said, treat you like a lady. That nigga crazy. Oh, my boy came back last game. Yo, he came back. I think what game he came back, son? I think versus Weeds, he ripped the nigga. But versus computer, yo, he be smacking niggas regardless, yo. But versus computer, yo, they be picking me the fuck apart. Like, yo, this shit funny as hell. Nah, I'm laughing at shit. 'Cause you know how like this shit be recorded and your voice when I'm over here singing all crazy on my gym, like this on YouTube, like.
In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Eagles coming in at 9.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the...
Yeah, I might do it right now, too.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. 18 yards there and a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish a line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
Watch it now, Barney.
first down. Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now look at 56. Let's go. 3-19. Now they try the right side here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Green 39. Green 39. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Three yards remaining here on second down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Gone.
And now a carry here for their fullback. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to babble his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And the play clock's running down. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And Wentz not going to take the snap here. Instead, he turns and calls a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 3rd down.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol.
319!
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Finding time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 22. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But I think if Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. A call in luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, it's Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 10 yards to go on 3rd. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. The Cardinal defense, they head out to get set here. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that?
It's a foot race. The 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now working their way back onto the field, the Eagles defense.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 30. What's in that body?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Third down now following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time in the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll run it here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on. And let your defense try to get the ball back.
The Cardinals defense now, they make their way back out there. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway. That's for sure.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now.
We got 3. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Mike 51. Mike 51. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Wentz going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Ringo. All right, here we go. 3-19. Over. All right, back 99.
The play clock's running down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Leopard, set, blue 90. Let's go, 3-19. 3-19. Here go Mike 20.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They come out here in the eye. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And now they're in the hurry up.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
On second down, here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up 3rd and goal. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Play clock winding down. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which will be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? Man open underneath. It's Gronkowski. Uses this stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He'll look to throw. He's got time. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Surveying the field. Look at the time. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. So they'll look to convert that and then hold on here in the final minute to force overtime.
And let's check the nerves of not just the guy kicking the ball, but how about the snapper and the holder as well.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
False start, offense.
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll again try for two, this time from the 7. They'll look to throw. Finding time. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And able to... Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
3 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Go, Leopard.
And the wideout in motion. They'll try and run with their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. And he motions the wide receiver. Now they'll run it on the toss. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
To throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and it will push the lead up to 5. So good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.